Alright, Kalalalia, how Bashim, how Shy, Bashim Rakakodash, Dublin us to the apostles of Great Millstone and Shalom to all the Akim pushing this word in all sincerity and truth. This is Kazak from the GMS Jamaica camp. Here with the brother Ashar.
Shalom.
And yeah, since recently when Friday night, news come about that Jamaica has been bracing for this, you see me? Buju Banton released from prison, and all over the talk of the town is just Buju, Buju, Buju. You know what I mean? And yeah, everybody, whether you're in a car, whether you're in the town, you hear Buju music or play, or people that discuss Buju, whatever. You know what I mean? But when you really look upon it, you have to ask the question, is Buju still Buju? You know what I mean? Is Buju Banton the same? Right? Because being a man of the Lord and being in this truth, right? And knowing how the devil work, seeing the devil, which is the so-called white man, right? Esau, according to the scriptures, right? Him is a evil man, basically. You know what I mean? Him is a him is a deceiver, right? Him is a briber. You know what I mean? All manner of evil, right? And for this man, Buju Banton, right? A famous Jamaican reggae singer, right? And we all know that reggae music, or most reggae music scene, have to deal with basically pulling down of Esau's system scene, but not according to the knowledge. You know what I mean? They might not have the scriptural knowledge, but that'll be the basis of reggae music, right? Against Babylon, against the system. You know what I mean? And him being detained by the system for 10 years. See me? Just imagine the brainwashing and the compliance scene, and the negotiations, and what the word I look for.
Alright, them saying that him get a quick release. I think him released a month earlier because of good behavior. And so him a comply.
Right, so basically, why me ask this question scene, and why I say these things, is that Esau have a way of get people to basically carry out film agenda, right? Now we not say that Buju change, you know what I mean? We, cause him just come from prison and we don't know what him do as yet. You see me? But this question still stand. Is Buju Banton still the man we sing boom bye bye in a Batman head? You know what I mean? Is he the same man where I sing against the system, right? You have a precept back?
This is
Give me the Isaiah first. Yeah, can do it.
this is Isaiah 51 verse 14. He said, "The captive exile hasteneth that he may be loosed, and that he should not die in the pit."
Right? A man, so like a man we get sentenced to a certain amount of years in a prison, right? Unless it's a man we love go to prison, you know what I mean? Cause you have some man where as them come out, then do some fuckery, you know what I mean? Pardon my language, see, and end up right back in the cell, right? So unless you use a man like that, the scripture say, oh, the captive exile hasten that he may be loose, right? So a man go count down the years, yo. Him a go anxious to get release out of the bondage, right? Out of the prison. Go on.
Fair. Isn't it that he may be loose, and he should not die in the pit?
Can't, cause no man no one dead in a prison, right? A man want come out back and continue him life, or if you make him life better, see me. If you continue to provide for him family, if that a way him have to do, you see me. Or if you just the fact for their road and for be free, so called free, right? Because even when you're there road, you're still in a some form of slavery, some form of bondage. Man.
Nor that his bread should be filled.
Should feel. Right. Seeing so ask yourself the question, right? Did Buju have to comply with certain agreements, right, in order to be released, right? Was he forced to sign certain documents or certain papers in exchange for him freedom? Ask yourself these questions because remember, him is one of the biggest reggae superstars in the world, yo. Before him got sentenced, right? The last show him do, it was a sold out event, right? Right there in Miami. So Buju are one of the biggest reggae superstars, right? And reggae known for the trampling down of Esau's system, right? And especially the whole faggot agenda, the whole faggot agenda. I'm for sure, hey, and enough of them people are hypocrites to you, because just the other day out here we have a youth from Jamaica where go up to England and enter the X Factor singing competition, right? And him posted a picture with him sitting in a next man lap, right? And the next man hand around him and them a smile, right? Now being a man where come from Jamaica, you're not supposed to make something like that happen, regardless if a something where them do a England, you know what I mean? You're not gonna make that reach you, right? As a man from Jamaica, if you're straight and have certain morals. Now me say that for say this cause them people are real hypocrite, because the same one them way did I defend the youth and I say, yo, no faggotry in a way I do, right? In a how I behave, especially the video him put out. You see me? At the same one them a defend are wait to see Buju Banton get freed. You know what I mean? Which him one of the man them will sing one of the most popular song anti-gay songs them in a Jamaica. Boom bye bye in a batty boy head. You see me? But back to the point. Go on with the precept.
This is Psalms 26. Or let me get to Deuteronomy first. This is Deuteronomy 28 and verse 48. Therefore thou shalt serve thine enemy, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
Right. So when if you're under the rule of your enemy, you're gonna serve him in want of all things. Right? Anything you want, you're gonna do anything to please him, for get what you want. Right? So if a man need freedom, anything where the so-called white man tell him to do, right? For him freedom, him a go do it, yo. As me said before, if you is a man we don't we are hasten for be freed. We like to be freed. We like for dey round and can walk up and down upon the road. Not like them Negroes that in a certain communities, right? Whereas them drop a jail, as them get probation and them violate them probation and whatever. You know what I mean? Them for dip on house arrest and them all about, right? Not like them. But a man we want to be free, like a star, a superstar basically. You see me? Yeah, whatever the captor or the man we are hold you, whatever him say you fi do, in order to be free, they are gonna do that.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck
Right.
until he have destroyed thee.
Can. Right? Yeah, going to the word yoke, right?
Yeah, it's a yoke, literally and figuratively. So we'll go down in the Strong's, which is H5953, and it says from the Hebrew, Yalal, it said to act severely, deal with severely, make a fool of someone. Right? To act severely, to be severely dealt with, to busy oneself, divert oneself, deal wantonly. Right? It said to practice, thrust forth in wickedness. Right? So all these examples where the word yoke can be used as something we can be applied to this situation, right? To act in one favor, basically, yo.
So yeah, you know what I mean? In order to get him freedom, him I go get that yoke, right? Him have to go take on a burden, right? Which me coming at the form of not being anti-gay again, or not singing too harshly against this. Him have to go he may have to go change up certain lyrics in him song them, and probably even stop perform certain songs. You know what I mean? You may never know.
Right, this is Psalms 26 and verse 8. Say, Lord, have loved the inhabitation of thine house, and the place where thine honor dwelleth. Gather not my soul with sinners, nor my life with bloody men.
Okay. Speaking of these devils, okay,
in whose hand is mischief, and the right hand is full of bribes.
right. See, going back to what we have said before about Esau. See, in order for get to do certain things, we experience these things daily, yo. Right? Whether we see it with celebrities, countries, yo. Right? How you think Jamaica in so much debt? Same thing him do, yo. Deceitfulness, bribes. You know what I mean? That are just the so-called white man way of life. Right? In order to get him agenda out, him a got do whatever it takes, right? By any means necessary. See, so don't be surprised. As I said before, we not saying that Buju change or him is no longer anti-gay or whatever. But the question, we just throw the question out there. You know what I mean? And we just show you from the scriptures that it is possible that these things can happen. Right? Being around the so-called white man, which is the devil, right? And the script and all our we speak come straight from the Bible. See?
Jeremiah 51 verse 7. Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand,
Right?
that made all the earth drunken, the nation of drinking of her wine.
Yeah, how Babylon, which is America, right? Which are still run by who? The so-called white man. Edom, same way, right? He made all the world drunken, right, with him philosophies, him way of life, him agendas, right, by any means necessary. See, so if a nation don't want to comply or if it go with whatever him suggests, then it's no longer going to be a suggestion, right? It's going to become mandatory, yo. See, we see him do it with the countries them in the Middle East, Venezuela, right? Him try it with Cuba, right? Everywhere him go, if him don't get him own way, or him can't get him own way, right? Him kill whosoever a lead and put up him own puppets, right? Put up somebody where go carry out theme agenda. That's how him work. That's how the so-called white man work. Man.
He said, the nation are drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad.
Right? So the nations drunken of the so-called white man's wine, which is in philosophies. Right? So seen you have feminism, the LGBTQ, TF, whatever. You know what I mean? One of the biggest thing that will come out now are the smart IDs, seen, which all go back to the mark of the beast, the RFID chip, right? All over the world, the stage gets set for a smart digital society, right? Where get set basically for trap you. You know what I mean? Everything being transparent. Transparent to who? The same so-called white man where set it. You know what I mean? Yeah, so with that, hopefully a few eyes were open to what we are say. You know what I mean? Brothers were edified, and until next time, I want to say Kalalalia how Bashem Yaw Shai Bashem Rakaka Dash again, and double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone.